path that wide, but she did take on one of the world's most dangerous roads. This was a Skipper's Canyon Road near Queenstown. We'll show you that just after 7:30.
For now, though, critics of capitalism often accuse it of being selfish, making sure number one is looked after at whatever cost. Multi-millionaire and business leader Gary Douglas is challenging that, currently touring New Zealand to promote a new approach, which he calls benevolent capitalism. To explain, he's with us this morning. Good morning to you, Gary.
Good morning. How are you?
Could we just... I'm well, thank you. Could we just start at the beginning? You know, you were in business, you made your millions. What is it that made you think we should do this differently?
Well, actually, it was, I started out doing it differently because what I realized is that, you know, the people that are on the front lines that talk to the customer, they have more information about what my customer needs than I do sitting at the top of the heap. So it's like, I think that business should be done not from the top down, but from the bottom up. And we should gather the information that all these people have, because then you can deliver a better product and you can create more without doing any harm. Benevolent means to do good for all without harm.
So what does that practically mean? Does that mean paying your workers a livable wage? Does it mean doing less harm to the environment? What?
It requires all of that. You have to have that place where you have your clients get a good return, you are able to deliver a good product, and your staff gets paid a living, not only a living wage, but a thriving wage instead of a surviving wage.
How difficult is it, though, to convince the bean counters, the chief executives, the chief financial officers who have ingrained in them that you maximise profit for the shareholders, that they could accept less and do good, not just do well? Well,
one of the things I try to get people to realize is your business, most businesses are dead in 75 years, okay? Most businesses have a lifespan of 75 years. That's about the same as a person. So it's like, if we look at long-term, what's it going to create if we look for a more long-term effect? If the business is here 100 years from now, what's that going to create? If it's here 500 years from now, what's that going to create? So if we started looking for a longer term, then we're not going to try and get the maximize profit today. You want to maximize profit over time.
So you get longevity out of it?
Longevity out of it, yeah.
Are there other benefits to it? I mean, if you say, for example, looking after your workers better, are they going to be more loyal?
Yes, that definitely occurs, because when you actually look after your workers and you actually respect their input and talk to them and have them give you information and use it to help the business, then they see the value of them. And what most of us do is we get to the point where we quit a job because we don't feel valuable. You know, you start looking for something else because you don't feel like you're contributing. And it's like each of us, as the beings we are, want to contribute something.
So obviously this is an approach you've applied in your own businesses. Yes. To what end? What's it done for your business? Well,
it's like we've gone from being in 47 countries 2 years ago to 173 countries today. We've gone from having it done in English to having 11 different languages translated in almost every class we do. We have gone from having books in just English to books in 9 different languages. So we're constantly looking for what else can create the long-term effect of actually contributing to the earth instead of using it up.
So I imagine you do go out and speak to different businesses. What kind of response do you get from them?
I have some people that work with me on this, Stephen Chutisa Bowman. They're from Australia, and they work with a lot of not-for-profits as well as for-profit businesses. And they've been using it in their descriptions of how to do business different, and it's taking off. It's starting to become an awareness of what can be created instead of the necessity of doing it the same old way.
Is this just big business that's getting on board, or can small businesses do it too?
Small businesses.
Often the small businesses say, oh, my profit margin's pretty thin.
Yeah, I know, but it's like my profit margins were very thin. Like when I started this business, I had this much money, and you know, and today I have millions coming in. So it's very cool. But it's a matter of looking at, okay, so what's going to create the future instead of how can I generate the most profit? So it's like, and so I've done creating not most profit today, but creating the future that's going to sustain me forever.
Well, it sounds like a much more friendly approach to business, so here's hoping it catches on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gary Douglas.
Oh, I'm sure that Donald Trump will embrace it. Right up his alley, benevolence. We're going to be talking more about Donald Trump and also John Kasich's expected withdrawal from the US presidential race after 7. Next, though, we want to talk, well, he's an Olympic